Mr. Lipolo, can we be of assistance to you?
Yes, the court be of assistance.
What do you need?
Can I be provided with water, madam?
Of course, of course.
But I hope it's
His legal representative, Mr. Reinecke, do you want to get an instruction from him? Thank you. I just want to know if he is well and able to proceed with the proceedings. Thank you. The court adjourns for a few minutes. If necessary, let us get the necessary emergency services also.
All right.
Thank you. Court adjourns for a few minutes.
Well, that was Tebogo Lipolo, one of the accused that aided and abetted Thabo Bester to escape from the Mangaung prison facility in Bloemfontein. Well, it's a maximum prison from what I understand. And Tebogo Lipolo used to be a technician, like a CCTV technician. And allegedly, he's the same guy who switched off the cameras when what's his name, Katlego Bereng's body was being brought into the prison and into Thabo Bester's cell. And he is allegedly also the person that assisted Thabo Bester to leave the facility on the day he allegedly escaped. So now, Mr. Lipolo, when he appeared yesterday, the 17th of June, 2025, he had some breathing problems, or at least some health issue that overwhelmed him during the procession of the court yesterday, so much so that the judge had to stop and find out if he was okay, if he needed help, if they should call an ambulance, a doctor, or something like that. And she is willing to adjourn very shortly while he is taken care of. And she ordered that his lawyers find out what is happening. So they wanted to know from him what he wanted. And of course, he said he wanted some water. So to me, it looked like it was far more than that. Whether that was an act for some reason or it was a strategy, because we have seen in the past where an accused person who is really either no longer wants to go back to jail, or they are foreseeing jail being a high possibility, so they would kind of like plant a seed that I am not well. So since I am not well, your sentencing of me must consider my health issues, right? Or because he was denied bail, and of course, as he's coming to and from the court, he's doing so from his jail cell, not from home like others who got bail, and they have to travel to Bloemfontein every time they appear. So I think maybe, I'm not saying that is the case, but I'm just looking at it that there could be a strategy, but very convincing, because I am convinced that this man is ill. He needs some kind of medical attention, and hopefully we are going to get to hear in his next court appearance on the 19th of September how his health is doing. Is he fit to go through a trial? Because there's no way, if you are ill, especially if you have a life-threatening illness like what I thought I was seeing, he could go through a trial like that. So clearly, there's going to be evaluations because I don't think the court will want to put itself in a situation where it's questioned why you were inhumane. Remember, Section 35 of the Constitution talks about that very right to have a fair trial. That also includes you being of sound mind and healthy. All right, so there's a lot that we are going to be seeing. So, going back to the strategy, I mean, there have been, especially politicians and business people who are accused of crimes, they will act like this so that they get medical parole. I mean, yeah, I'm sure you've heard this term before, where now because you are diagnosed and possibly jail is not conducive for your health, then the correctional services minister, is it the correctional services minister or both? I think there's several government departments under the justice cluster. Well, I think it's the president that gives that pardon. Then you awarded a medical parole. So meaning because you are suffering from a chronic illness that could cost the correctional service a lot of money, so they will say rather go home and either you use your own money to take yourself to doctors, or if it is life threatening and you are left with few days or few months, you die home in peace in the presence of the people that love you. Now, I want to talk about something that I am seeing. There's crime growing in South Africa, my fellow South Africans. And most of these crimes are young people. Some of them, they are your children as you are listening to me. Some of them, they are your brothers. Some of them, now even girls have entered this, especially with the e-hailing crime. If you request an Uber, you request a Bolt, and then you go into the Uber and you see an extra person when it's supposed to just be the driver, don't enter. Especially if it's a woman, don't enter. Because as a girl going to an Uber and you're seeing another girl, you might think, oh, at least there's another. She's a criminal. She's a criminal. And you need to treat her as such. Don't do it. But the point that I'm trying to make here, when you commit a crime, just because you are in a position of power, it does not protect you, because you know what's going to happen. You will get caught. Be rest assured of that, because people commit crimes thinking that they will not get caught. Some people, they may not, but think I got people that are going to protect me. Now, if you look at Thabo Bester, it's clear that Thabo Bester knows powerful people, the big fish. And so the likes of Tebogo Lepolo, the likes of all those accused, they thought, yes, we know what we are doing is wrong, but we are protected because Thabo Bester has big dogs under his belt and they will protect us all. Let me tell you something. The so-called big dog, when they don't want a thing like this to be attached to their name, they will throw you under the bus like this. And who has protected you at the end of the day? Nobody. You are going to go through this, and in most cases, you'll find people like Lepolo don't even know who's pulling the strings with Thabo Bester, or who Thabo Bester is pulling strings that is powerful up there. And what makes you think when you're going to have access to those people now that you are in trouble? If you are doing something wrong and you work in government and you're listening to this video, I would suggest, number one, blow the whistle. Number two, do admit that you too were part of this and you are willing to be a state witness. What you are doing, you are buying yourself your freedom, not to spend time in prison. You will plea bargain with the state, and the state will make you a state witness, of course, having negotiated that if you told the truth and nothing but the truth as an eyewitness or as their key witness, you will not spend time in jail. However, you are going to have a criminal record though, but at least you will still have your freedom. And once you have a criminal record, I mean, these days we live in a digital era. You can start yourself a TikTok page and become a TikTok celebrity. You can open your own YouTube channel, make money out of that channel. You can do digital marketing or digital courses and all. There's a lot of things that you can do, which you should be encouraging your children, who are now, some of them are participating in crimes. And I'm telling you right now, the police are not playing games. They are using that firearm that always sat by their hips doing nothing. And the last thing that you want is to bury your child on a certain weekend. Do not sit down and ugcina ngokukhuza, yeka lento yenza. No, call the police and save your child. Save your brother, save your nephew, your niece. Save them all if you know very well that they are committing crimes. And you know that they are committing crimes because what qualifications some of them have. What qualification that they have that gives them a lifestyle that you are witnessing. And if they are bringing you groceries home, do you understand ukuthi udla inyembezi zabantu? Do you understand that? And if you are a black person, we all know as black people ukuthi inyembezi zabantu ayiweli phansi for nothing. You know that. It's qalekiso leso. So now we're looking at Tebogo Lipolo. Now we all have to feel sorry and become humane. And yet, Katlego Bareng was unalived in the most cruelest of way. Not only that, his body then gets violated with a fire. Like, huh? And then you thought you were not going to get caught. Now we have to feel sorry for you. No, I'm sorry. I can't. And if you are not going to adhere to my advice, if unezinqe sazoba neshwapha, I'm telling you, because you bushishiliza ama bench lapha enkantolo. And I don't understand why you be running up and down in courts when you did not send your son or your nephew or your brother to do these crimes. I would not understand you. Maybe you deserve it. But to prevent uba neshwapha siswam mawam gokwam, call the police. That's the only solution. That's how you will save your child, because once they realize, Uguti, hey, I messed up, when they come back, you then present to them the things that are provided in this world today that does not need a qualification, and you can earn money. Let them learn about this free of charge. If they have a data, then they will be able to see opportunities that they can pursue. Right? Please, whatever you do, just stop this. Uzobanjwa. Uzobanjwa. And these days, I also do fee. So anyways, I'm talking about the police, by the way. I was a double fee. Anyways, let me leave it right here and we'll see each other in my next video. Oh, yeah, isn't the last part of this video is Tebogo Lipolo's father. This is going to be you if you are not going to talk to your child, unfortunately. Goodbye.
Shock me. I can't do it. Duty to pick over the no one I got to take over the town. No, man. No, man. I am. No. I can't kiss it and fancy what I'm so out of no, man. That secret, yes. We didn't look too much, my son, on me. The it is the first time to tell out that you don't want to get it. Come on, because some money, Mama is very good, but after that, you don't want to do this one and this.